The headline, Whoopi Goldberg is now officially declared as, sums up the heartbreaking news about Whoopi Goldberg that is currently making the rounds. Your heart sinks a little when you see that, and you wonder, what happened? Is there a problem? You will be surprised by the reality behind this official title if you stick with me and follow this film through to the very end. This goes beyond rumors and gossip. It tells the story of a woman who went from nothing to everything and explains why hearing what she is now called makes millions of people cry. Have to go back to where she began in order to comprehend why this strikes so deeply. Whoopi was not a celebrity by birth. She was a young woman from New York who endured hardships, held menial jobs, and made incremental progress. She performed stand-up and theater, and she seized every opportunity. Gradually, the girl who had once questioned if she would ever make it turned into one of the few individuals in history to win the top prizes in theater, music, film, and television. Even the name of that uncommon group is EGOT. You begin to see why people are so moved when they talk about her now. When you reflect on that journey, consider the parts she played that won the world over. She didn't just act in these stories. She gave them her all. Whether it was in the poignant movies The Color Purple and Ghost or the light-hearted and enjoyable Sister Act, people identified with her characters, the woman who is afraid but perseveres, the woman who knows how to laugh even in the face of adversity, and the woman who hurts but perseveres. These aren't merely one-time viewings. These are the kinds of movies that parents show their children, and those children then show their children. That's how someone becomes much more than just a star. Then came a new chapter that initially caught everyone off guard. She has been the powerful focal point of a daytime talk show for many years, sitting at the table, posing challenging queries, laughing aloud, and occasionally engaging in actual altercations on live television. Although people don't always agree with her, they are always aware of her honesty. When others remain silent, she speaks. She expresses what many people are thinking but are reluctant to voice aloud. There is a cost associated with having such a voice, which is uncommon. In front of the entire world, she has received love, criticism, attacks, and admiration. She never stops moving at the same moment. She continues to take on new tasks and projects while others slack down. She tries new things, travels, and films new shows even in locations and fashions that are drastically different from her previous endeavors. Just that causes a lot of fans to pause and reflect, realizing that time is passing and that the witty, astute woman they grew up admiring is now in her 60s, continually pushing herself, pursuing new goals, and giving more of herself to the world. Is heartbreaking in a quiet way. What is this official news that people are discussing? Then, this is the real deal. Awards have attempted to categorize her over the years, including Best Host, Best Comic, and Best Actress. However, she is now much more than a trophy or a title to millions of people worldwide. She is now formally recognized as a living legend in the eyes of her admirers, not by a single office or group, but by the people who grew up watching her on television, wept alongside her characters, and listened to her voice in times of chaos. Make sure to watch this video through to the very end, and check out the others if it changed your perspective on her, brought up memories of a movie, a joke, or a time when she had an impact on your life. Stay tuned, stay watching, and never forget that there is a real person behind every terrifying article. Sometimes the most impactful news is just recognizing how much that person means to you before it's too late.